Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with Turtle War Saga Thrones of Britannia. As we have made peace with Difflin, at least for now, and of course we're dealing with massive negative warfare. We have to shift everything northwards to halt the enemy there. And again, we're sort of slightly pondering should we go there. There, in this case, we aimed for some briefly archery stuff there to improve the capabilities there. So we now begin to shift forces northwards and of course racing our forces elsewhere. Certainly quite a few challenges there. At least we can build some stuff here, which is certainly quite appreciable. Quite appreciable. We need to research that, I guess, there to further increase the economic output of our main province, unfortunately. Oops. And upgrade there, upgrade there. The problem is basically stopping this massive, very powerful army coming down with the Jomsvikings, the Berserkers, and basically a lot of Tier 3 troops that are very, very, very good, whereas our troops as a baseline are not. And that's kind of the main issue. Most of our troops are sort of a basic level. Not that amazing in comparison, as we just found out.
Our bravery is legendary.
So there's certainly a bit of a challenge there. Switching our forces northwards. Yeah, we somehow need to overall expand the number of available troops. Possible. And of course get more of them. Which is a bit easier said than done. Like our property actually not being for archers but for warrior society. So we can actually get replenishment up there faster and then... well, sadly we don't have access to this. That would probably be a bit more the modern, more helpful ones. But that's, I think, sort of our best bet there. So yeah, that is probably our best bet. And oh, let's get going there. Maybe try and bribe them off. They are Vikings after all.
Success brings greater power.
Maybe with a sufficiently large amount of money, which we do have a lot of, we might just be able to do it.
Do not abuse my hospitality.
I mean, we're getting a lot of gold after all armies vanish, so... Oh? Okay, apparently they... Apparently claiming to be Vikings, but apparently can be bribed, which was the one thing the Vikings generally could do with them. They were quite bribable, in fact. Eminently so. Kind of how the whole Normandy thing got about, because, you know, the French kicked back then basically went, you know what, you can have all of this, just, you know, stop attacking us, please. Of course, it doesn't mean they'll never attack you again, but, you know, they'll buy you some time. It will buy you some time. So that's basically the tricky bit here. We need time as well. And we need more recruits, which we do not have. And again, the war feather's not helping. Again, it's a really, really annoying mechanic. God. It just makes everything sort of more difficult in sort of a really tiresome way. Not in any sort of fun, interesting, challenging way. It's just, you know, oh well, it gets snowballed. Gets snowballed, which isn't particularly fun.
You can count on us.
So there you have that one. Anyways, onwards we go.
shall stand against us.
I'm just throwing whatever I can there just to sort of build up an army. Basically whatever I can just scrape together, more or less. Because at this stage I certainly don't have many other options than just, you know, throwing whatever together. That doesn't really do us a lot of good since there's not exactly a lot of church related income. I mean, there's this theoretically, but even that I don't think is going to be like worth it. Maybe. I don't know. Like, it all doesn't really offer a lot of benefits. And the problem is, again, economically the only thing that's left is this. You just benefit a bit more from this and this, but again that requires heading off for other things, which we don't quite have the luxury to do, I feel. That's a pretty good one. Campaign movement range. That'll be helpful. That'll in fact be very helpful. So let's go for that, shall we? Let us go for that. A Bard's Hall. Now they're just sort of raiding it. Oh, they took it.
We are eager for glory.
They finally grabbed it. I'm not going to go for the Warhound because so far they just seem to be utterly useless. At least I don't know how to make them, you know, useful. There we go.
Our every foe shall fall.
Bit more to go and we can get more chance of getting sword and axe troops, which is going to be massively beneficial. And I guess we again try to push for the ranged troops. Better archers, better crossmen might just give us some kind of edge versus all the Vikings. Might. Emphasis on might.
My reputation is
At least it's dropping. That's something.
Our bravery is
It's not doing it particularly fast, but better than nothing, I guess. Better than nothing. There you go, full army. Right.
for the glory of the beyond us, that is. That's just not an option.
And off we go. I'm remaining here with these armies in case, you know, Devlin decides it wants to do something, and it most likely will at some point. So I'm not going to pull away all those armies. Instead, I'm just trying to raise enough armies elsewhere to, you know, not get completely flabbered down. I mean, the other option is basically just try and set up here for troop training in this province, which is not necessarily a bad idea, in particular if we go to war with Northumbria. At which point the question is, do we want more experience or do we want better armor and weapons? Well, this one also benefits industry, so we guess we go for that one. It does provide some economic benefit, which should not be taken lightly.
We will not fail you.
And return. That's the Super Vikings moving down there. Note the Joms Vikings are sort of a more mythological Viking unit, supposedly some sort of super band of mercenaries that existed somewhere in the Baltic Seas. Cost quite a lot of money, but they were apparently really, really good. The thing is, so the place Jomsburg has yet to be located, so they might not actually exist, but apparently again they were supposedly really, really good. Supposedly.
Ready to sail.
Sadly, my army was not able to build up fast enough again due to the whole negative fervor thing, sadly.
You can count on us.
So this is going to be interesting to see how well that can be defended. Probably have to begin racing another army elsewhere again.
None shall stand against us.
go. Sending up here in our soon-to-be established military province. And I guess we're going to have a large siege battle there. Hopefully we can slow them down enough, or even maybe stop them, but I'm not counting on that one. Also, seems like my vassal is basically sort of clearing out their cities behind them, and other vassals actually moving up an army, so who knows? We might have a tiny chance here, but it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Certainly quite a hammer with hay, great axes, males of sort of tier 3. As we've noticed, they don't necessarily perform quite as well as other tier 3 units. See, I mean, with the archers and the crossmen, I might be able to do some damage. The problem is, of course, they're likely using siege towers just going to play, so I don't know. Alright, it's raining, which basically means we can't shoot them to bits with the burning arrows and whatnot. That's basically where they seem to be aiming to land. Alright. We're gonna man the walls with our best sort of melee units, which means the garrison ones, the Elven warriors, the Catter and Axemen, and such. They are probably our best bet in sort of finding out the walls with some shields from here and there. The tricky bit is how we deal with the next wave. I think we're just going to basically sort of set for war. Bank on a actually then breaking through and just forming up a line of defense here, just trying to defend towards here. Not necessarily the most admirable plan, but it's what we got.
Awaiting orders. Making ready. Axeman. Axeman.
Forming a few more, shall we say, air search units. I'll probably keep the raiders close to the front as well, so they can do some damage. I think that's sort of roughly the best we can do here. He's just giving us better odds now. I could probably switch down some extra troops to the front there. But I was just going to try and just stall them here and shoot them to bits, and then sort of fight them once they try to break through the barricade there.
I can smell the live beyond those walls.
So that's the general battle plan here. Military spearmen, Huskals. So interestingly enough, one tower's not been manned, and they're not sending in the Jomsvikings. That is a very interesting one. You figure they'd send in some of the best infantry worthies, and certainly these are not bad, but they're not quite, you know, swords troops. They're not Jomsvikings. And certainly the Huskars are not bad, but they do lack shields, meaning in some, you know, initial assault confrontation, they might not necessarily fare too well. And yeah, we got their Berserkers moving as well. You normally don't imagine Berserkers as heavily armoured chaps, but, you know, go figure, I guess. Wouldn't be very elite otherwise.
Beware missiles! We will prevail! We're in missile range!
So if they're sending in spearmen first, for the most part, we might stand a chance here. Again, They are, shall we say, higher tier. They also have better melee skill and better armor. In fact, in most cases, they have a lot of advantages over own troops, which is not really good. It certainly highlights a bit of disparity there. So again, we're going to really have to just counter and take them at the walls.
Push them back!
Spearmen! Attack the
Yep.
walls, men! Swordsmen! The enemy
Yep.
is at the walls!
Popping in there.
Run them down! Battle awaits us! Cavalry! Kick your steeds! Battle awaits us!
Right, so far our men seem to be slightly winning that. Slightly. Yup. Since they can concentrate and make it happen and do what they want to do.
Cavalry! Spearmen! Annihilate them!
Kind of they're just gonna, there we go, fling some really big spears into them.
Swordsmen!
Apparently our swordsmen are not having an easy time.
Set for war!
It's not the swordsmen themselves doing it, so I'm guessing it's the archers that are somehow just really nailing it. Javelin as well. Guess I underestimated the archers. Guess I underestimated them quite gravely, actually. But again, these Alban warriors have terrible shields. I forgot that, so I clearly also overestimated something. And they're also bashing through the gates. The Yoms Vikings and Great Axes. At least we're getting some over there. Sadly, a lot of our troops are not having an easy time.
Men have tunneled here and run! The cowards! Annihilate them! Strike now! Stand here! Back on the field! Deploy ranged attack! Roll over them!
Looks like the gates just broke.
Making ready! Axemen! Awaiting orders!
Not good. I mean, we're sort of... Yeah, we're still losing stuff faster than them.
Ready!
Watch for missiles!
Almost got the Huskarls though.
We're under fire!
Almost broken some of the hairs here.
Our gates are utterly destroyed! Horseman!
There we go. That's the Huskarls gone. Almost got the gentleman there as well.
Axemen! Get them! Annihilate them!
I mean, the longer you keep them just get shot at by the watchtowers, the better. And apparently, there's also this. Fascinating. I actually didn't know that. They're bits, shall we say, science over those kind of things.
Our men run from the enemy!
Well, that certainly doesn't hurt.
Back and regroup!
But obviously, the benefits will soon be gone once they take the gatehouse.
Horseman! Ready for war! We're getting shot at!
So we're somehow maintaining a reasonably close kill-death ratio, and that definitely helps. Boiling old helps a lot. But yeah, we're about to lose this. Alright.
It's a rally group! Our warriors flee the battle!
And there we go. That's it.
Kick your steeds!
No, you've got a barricade to stand behind, you cowards.
Archers! Agreed!
And there we go. Time for the second line.
Defend the wall! See! They flee before our might!
Crossbows and bows and whatnot. Particularly crossbows on the wall tend to be quite handy. Don't shoot the retreating ones!
Archers! Enemy charge! Brace! Don't break now!
Okay, apparently despite the gate still being taken, the gatehouse continues to spew out oil. That's an interesting bug, by the way.
Javelins!
That is a very interesting bug.
Javelins!
Yum's Vikings probably took a lot of damage from that oil. Javelin on the barricade, by the way, actually pretty good.
Enemy charge! Brace! Raiders!
Fun fact. Here we go, broken.
Javelins!
Usually because they have to get within exact range, usually the Javelin can just, you know, shoot them to bits easily.
Flank attack! Watch it! Set for war!
I'll break the mighty Yum's Vikings.
Loose missiles! Get them! Don't break to battle! Ready! Quick march! Javelins!
Mailed archers running at us. Fair enough.
Pull yourselves together now! Javelins!
And they're out.
Incoming crossbow fire!
Well, our ranged units aren't having an impact.
Incoming charge! Spearmen! Spearmen! Run, warriors! Don't fight now! Javelins! Brace for the charge! Spearmen! Incoming charge! To battle! Swordsmen! Awaiting orders! Ride to victory! Axemen! Get them! Overrun them!
Alright.
Forward! Ready for war! Cavalry! Attack! Battle awaits us! On the double!
Up for a scrap there.
Battle awaits us!
See if you can't deal with that.
Axemen!
The half guard is just coming through my troops, and there you go. Barricade has collapsed.
See, they flee before our might.
Right, riding a few more of them. We might have a small chance of actually doing this.
Our men run from the enemy.
Small.
This is shameful.
It exists.
Make the retreat march.
So we can go live.
It rapidly seems to be vanishing, though. Rapidly.
Beat the retreat. Encourage, troops. Making ready. And regroup. On the double. Run, warriors. Axemen.
Flank them. You
Strike
cut them down.
Set for war.
Shoot them.
Archers. Our men have rallied. Enemies, beware. Time to make yourselves scarce. Set for war.
The remaining troops are doing a quite good job making sure there are troops remaining.
The enemy's on. Bowmen. Aim and fire. Making haste.
Alright, there we go. Looks like some of them are collapsing.
And regroup. Yours to command.
Try and focus them down again.
Just let us rest.
Don't care about friendly fire.
Strike now.
Such things are for the weak. If we can get the general, we might still have a chance.
They have been routed. They are leaving the field. Awaiting orders. The foes on our backs. Making ready. Death from afar.
Just shoot, damn you! Oh no, mine's too late.
Yours to command. The battle is turning in our favor. Spearmen. Overrun them.
Okay, they're slowly breaking apart.
Spearmen.
We're doing this. We're doing it. Forwards, men.
To battle. Battle awaits us. are running away.
Down to less than 100, but we're down to less than 300.
Ready.
And we're quickly moving down to less than 200, though.
Annihilate them. Here and run, the cowards. Set for war.
Okay, the half guard is about to break.
Axemen, don't hold back. Get them. Back and regroup. They're charging us.
There we go.
Awaiting orders. Shift yourselves. The enemy general is dead.
There we go.
Strike now. Spearmen. Ride hard. Get them on the double. Cheer. Kick your steeds.
An absolute slaughter.
Drive the horses. Quick march. Hit hard. Don't hold back. Hit hard.
Alright, flank them, destroy them, crush them, fast!
To battle. Annihilate them.
There we go, just one unit of berserkers left. I'm guessing they just went berserk though. They're down to 15 men.
Get them.
8, 7, 6,
Making ready.
5, 4. Basically covering the retreat of their fallen comrades. 3. Two, 1, and
Ready.
there we go. An absolutely pyrrhic victory, no doubt, but a victory. The berserkers in particular, you can see they really just took a lot of souls, a lot of lives.
War is what we do best.
Alright,
For the glory of the
pursue
kings.
and kill.
Heading for glory.
There we go. Tiny, tiny victory.
Move on out. We
Then
will
move to
not
take back
fail you.
Torfnef as possible. But that was a very brutal battle.
For the glory of the guilds.
Very brutal. But we did it. We sure as hell did it. Well, that hopefully we can just sort of establish some sort of peace and just, you know, get the war weariness dealt with. Wait, what? Can they just rub? It's just like, wait, those guys? Like, they have the exact same symbol
The
too.
men are eager to get to it. Ready for action.
Oh well. Could be a lot worse.
The men are eager to get to it.
Could be a lot worse. That could also be better, admittedly. Further goodness there. And we end the turn. There we go. Peace has been achieved. Now all we can do is just wait for it to just sort of naturally decline. For all intents and purposes. I'll probably send up something there to deal with those.
Count on us.
bastards up north.
Wait a moment. None shall stand against us.
We can get some black blades. That's splendid. You can already see the benefits of improved recruitment regimes, if you will. Soon we can get better archers as well, and better crossbowmen. Huzzah! I'm not at war with anyone else. So again, it's going to take ages to bring that down.
My strength grows greater. None shall stand against us. What are our orders?
Yeah.
Our bravery is legendary.
And I think we'll be stopping today's episode here, so thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it, had some fun. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Dane signing off. I'll be back in another 2 days' time with another Total War Saga episode here, as we hopefully get close to an end. Cheers, everybody.